The Flawed Child by Barbara Ann Machin. Read by Tony Robinson. Chapter 1. Molly Goodwin watched her 4-year-old grandchild, Amber, as she played with a small doll. She puzzled Molly. Any child that had a sibling would be showing a degree of interest in the other child, and possibly building a bond. Amber appeared to just stare. There was no "look at me, baby, I'm your older sister," no attempting to establish a hierarchy of importance. Just staring. "Amber," Molly said reapprovingly. "What are you doing?" She didn't like the child's angry stare as she ripped the doll's head off and glared at her baby sister Charlotte, who was making gurgling noises as she played on the blanket that her grandma had laid on the floor for her. The look on Amber's face left her gran with a feeling of dread. Shaking the feeling off, she said, "Why don't you play with Charlotte and show her your dollies and stop breaking things? Because you won't be able to mend that dolly, will you? Come on now, play nicely together." "Not now, Grandma. Later. I'm playing a game, and Daddy will mend my dolly for me later," she said, as she looked at her gran in that way that would disarm anyone who was looking. With a smile that made it look as if she was an angel, and that butter wouldn't melt, Molly silently shook herself. How could she have the thoughts that had just gone through her mind? The look that Amber had given Charlotte was almost evil. It was a look of hate, as if a child of 4 could hate her little baby sister. Charlotte was only 7 months old, and was already the apple of her father's eye. Time passed, and Amber's attitude did not improve, and try as they might, no one could persuade Amber to play with Charlotte. When her mother, Sandra, watched the two girls together, she would swear that Charlotte appeared to be timid when around Amber, making her all the more worried about Amber's attitude. Both little girls had the same blonde hair and blue eyes, but were as different as chalk and cheese. Molly had noticed that when her son Adrian came home, Amber would try to monopolize her father. He would carry Charlotte in his arms as Amber vied for his attention. She didn't create when she realized that she couldn't get his undivided attention. Amber's mother had noticed her eldest child's strange behavior and mentioned it to her husband, who only commented, "She will grow out of it. Our Amber is just a little jealous, which is natural. For 3 years there was only her. Then suddenly she had this new baby, and she has to learn to share us with Charlotte. We just have to make sure we don't let her feel neglected, or that she's not getting the same level of attention." Sandra looked at her husband. He never really appeared to listen to her. He just acted as if all children were the same. Sandra was sure that siblings would argue, though they loved each other underneath. When she had looked at Amber around Charlotte, she never appeared to play with her. If there were 2 children, they should try and entertain each other. Amber appeared to look at Charlotte with hate. How could she feel hate when she was still so young? "Amber will soon enjoy being the elder sister. You wait and see," Adrian said as he cuddled Charlotte and blew small kisses into her neck. Sandra viewed her husband, and, as he played the doting dad, her mind went back to when she had first met him. He had been attentive and loving to her. His dark brown wavy hair and brown eyes would trap any woman, even Amber. Once he had their full attention, he appeared to lose interest. Time passed, and Amber's attitude towards Charlotte never changed. If anything, it had become more obvious.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?